Hey everyone, Joshua Rivas here from RivasFX.com, and in this video I'm hoping to give you a guide and also give you some tips to a local trail I've been able to recently hike. I'm also hoping to have subsequent videos after this on many other different trails I'm able to hike from here on out and give you that same kind of guide. Today we're looking at Pisgah Gorge, located in Pisgah, Alabama, just outside of Scottsboro, Alabama. Alright, so as I previously stated, Pisgah Gorge Trail is located in Pisgah, Alabama. It's off one of the main roads. You'll take a little side road near some homes and eventually end up near an old park. You'll see a white fence as you drive up. You'll park outside of that fence and you'll make your way towards the gorge subsequently. The Pisgah Gorge Trail features three kinds of waterfalls, all different in nature. The trail is overall pretty smooth with a little bit of elevation gain along the way. The trail total is about 1 mile round trip. It's not too rocky in nature except if you want to go to the top of the main falls, Pisgah Gorge Falls. Here you have to maneuver a few down trees, a chain link fence, and of course some rocks to get down towards the top of the falls. The main overlook, relatively easy to get to. You'll get to it right when you get into the park and it has a nice overlook of the main falls. A fence surrounds the area, so no worries there. Also some stadium seating just above that if you want to see the falls from a higher perspective. The main trail that goes along the gorge is relatively easy in nature. Again, a little bit of elevation gain, a few creeks to cross, but one of them has a bridge, the other one not too difficult. It can be a little muddy in the winter months, and in the summer it can be very overgrown. When traveling the main trail, just keep in mind there are a few times you can go left or right, and some of those will get you to overlooks, some of them will get you to the gorge, so keep that in mind of where you want to do. One of the main ones is going to be to your left as you're walking down the main trail from the entrance of the park. It's going to be very rocky in nature and could be a little slippery at times. This will get you down right next to the second main waterfall and down into the gorge. You can also access the natural bridge in a dry time of season. Again, do not recommend going down there, especially in the wet season and if you are not experienced in rappelling and getting back up rocks. This is not a main trail. There is no trail that leads down to this point. You're going to have to rappel at least or know how to rock climb. So even more so, if you are not experienced at all in any of this and do not have the right equipment, do not try this. You want to make sure you have a way to get back up and you know someone that knows how to do it, if you do not, to get back up to that main trail. It can be very intricate. If you do not want to go down into the gorge on the second main falls, again there's a little bit of elevation gain in that, just continue on to the main trail and you'll come to an overlook of that second fall. Pretty nice. There is no fence though. It's a very steep drop off into the gorge. You will also see a lot of the cascades that run through Pisgah Gorge while you are on this main overlook. Towards the end of the main trail, you're going to want to turn left to get towards the main overlook of Pisgah Gorge. If you continue on to the right, it will stay on a trail. However, you're going to come to a sign of no trespassing. There is private property on this trail, and that's when you know the trail ends. If you reach this point, backtrack a little bit, and to your right will be that overlook you're looking for around Pisgah Gorge. When traveling back, you'll see one of the main roads that leads to some of the homes that are on that private property. That'll be to your left as you're heading back towards the main park. You're going to stay on the trail to the right. There'll also be a few parts where you can go left or right again. Just remember which way you took to get to the end of the trail and take that way back towards the main park. The main overlook on this trail is going to give you some really nice views of Pisgah Gorge. Again, keep in mind there is that private property. Do not cross that line, but you can get to a very nice overlook. Just take it all in. There's a nice breeze that can come along the gorge there and it cools you down just nice. All in all, I definitely recommend for the Pisgah Gorge Trail. I think mainly in the winter months or early spring. That way you do not have to worry about any of the tick problems that can come about in the summertime. It's also going to be a little bit cooler. The waterfalls will be running a little bit higher. And also you can see a little bit more of the gorge as you're walking the main gorge trail. It's pretty easy trail. Again, if you stay on the main trail along the gorge and do not go towards the top of the falls, it's fairly easy to find the trail. It's not too rocky. There's not any switchbacks along the main trail. So even for beginners, it's pretty easy. That being said, out of a 1 out of 10, I do give it about a 2. So still not too difficult, fairly easy to do. It gives you a decent workout as well.